Drive. The Surprising Truth About What Motivates Us by Daniel Pink. Introduction. Rethinking Motivation. Drive. The Surprising Truth About What Motivates Us by Daniel Pink challenges the traditional notions of motivation. For decades, we've believed that the best way to motivate people is through rewards and punishments, what Pink calls carrots and sticks. However, Pink argues that this approach is outdated and ineffective, particularly in today's complex and creative work environments. Pink introduces a new model of motivation, one that is intrinsic rather than extrinsic. He asserts that human beings are naturally driven by the need to direct their own lives, to learn and create new things, and to do better by themselves and their world. In this book, Pink explores the science behind what truly motivates us and how we can tap into these powerful internal drives to achieve greater satisfaction and performance in our work and lives. The Old Operating System. Motivation 2.0. To understand the evolution of motivation, Pink first describes what he calls Motivation 2.0. This system, which has dominated management thinking for much of the 20th century, is based on extrinsic motivators. Rewards like money, bonuses and perks, and punishments like disciplinary actions and penalties. Motivation 2.0 is rooted in a simple assumption. If you want people to perform better, you reward them for good performance and punish them for poor performance. This method works well for routine, repetitive tasks where the goals are clear and the work is straightforward. However, Pink points out that this approach fails miserably when it comes to tasks that require creativity, problem-solving, and complex thinking, qualities that are increasingly important in the modern economy. The New Operating System. Motivation 3.0. Pink argues that we need a new operating system for motivation, what he calls Motivation 3.0. This system is based on intrinsic motivation, where people are driven by internal factors like the desire for autonomy, mastery, and purpose. Autonomy. The desire to direct our own lives. Mastery. The urge to get better at something that matters. Purpose. The yearning to do what we do in the service of something larger than ourselves. These three elements are at the core of Motivation 3.0, and Pink explores each in depth, explaining how they can be harnessed to enhance motivation, performance, and satisfaction. Autonomy. The power of self-direction. Autonomy is the first pillar of Motivation 3.0. Pink argues that people have an innate desire to be autonomous, to have control over their own lives. This is especially true in today's knowledge economy, where creativity and innovation are key drivers of success. Pink identifies 4 key aspects of autonomy that organizations should focus on. Task, what people do. Time, when they do it. Technique, how they do it. Team, whom they do it with. Organizations that allow employees greater autonomy in these areas see higher levels of engagement and satisfaction. Pink provides examples of companies like Google and Atlassian, which give employees 20% time or FedEx days to work on projects of their choosing. These initiatives have led to some of the most innovative products and solutions, demonstrating the power of autonomy in fostering creativity and productivity. Pink also highlights the importance of autonomy in education, where traditional models of teaching often stifle creativity and independent thinking. He advocates for a shift towards more student-directed learning, where students have the freedom to explore their interests and learn at their own pace. Mastery. The pursuit of excellence. The second element of Motivation 3.0 is mastery. The desire to improve and excel in something that matters. Pink argues that people are naturally motivated to become better at things they care about, and this drive for mastery can be a powerful source of motivation. Mastery, however, is not about achieving perfection. It's about continuous improvement and the pursuit of excellence. Pink describes mastery as an asymptote, a curve that gets closer and closer to its goal, but never quite reaches it. This means that mastery is a lifelong journey, not a destination. There are three key rules of mastery. Mastery is a mindset. It requires a growth mindset, the belief that our abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. This contrasts with a fixed mindset, where people believe their talents are innate and unchangeable. Mastery is painful. The path to mastery is not easy. It requires deliberate practice, which involves effort, concentration, and the willingness to push beyond our comfort zones. Deliberate practice is not inherently enjoyable, but it is essential for achieving true mastery. Mastery is an asymptote. As mentioned earlier, mastery is something we can approach but never fully attain. This can be frustrating, but it also keeps us motivated to continue learning and improving. Pink illustrates the concept of mastery with examples from various fields, including music, sports, and business. He emphasizes that organizations should create environments that encourage and support mastery, such as offering opportunities for skill development, providing constructive feedback, and recognizing effort and improvement. Purpose, the quest for meaning. The final element of Motivation 3.0 is purpose, the desire to do work that is meaningful and contributes to something larger than ourselves. Pink argues that while autonomy and mastery are important, they are not enough on their own. People also need to feel that their work has purpose, that it matters and makes a difference. Purpose can be a powerful motivator because it taps into our deep-seated need to contribute to something greater than ourselves. When people see the impact of their work and how it aligns with their values, they are more likely to be engaged, motivated, and satisfied. Pink discusses the rise of purpose-driven companies, organizations that prioritize purpose alongside profit. These companies often outperform their competitors because they attract employees who are passionate about their work and committed to the company's mission. For example, Tom's Shoes operates on a one-for-one model, where they donate a pair of shoes for every pair sold. This clear sense of purpose has not only driven the company's success, but also inspired a strong sense of loyalty and engagement among its employees and customers. In addition to organizational purpose, Pink also talks about the importance of personal purpose. He encourages individuals to reflect on their values and passions and to seek out work that aligns with these deeper motivations. When we find work that resonates with our sense of purpose, we are more likely to experience fulfillment and meaning in our lives. The Type I and Type X personalities. Pink introduces two types of personalities based on their motivations: Type I intrinsic and Type X extrinsic. Type X personalities are primarily driven by external rewards, such as money, fame, or status. While they can be highly motivated in the short term, their focus on external rewards often leads to burnout, dissatisfaction, and a lack of fulfillment. Type I personalities, on the other hand, are driven by internal motivations such as autonomy, mastery, and purpose. Type I individuals are more likely to be engaged, creative, and satisfied in their work. They are motivated by the work itself and the joy of learning and improving. Pink argues that while Type X behaviors are often encouraged in traditional work environments, it's the Type I approach that leads to long-term success and well-being. He suggests that organizations should shift their focus from extrinsic rewards to fostering intrinsic motivation among their employees. The three elements in action. To bring the concepts of autonomy, mastery, and purpose to life, Pink provides numerous examples of how these elements are being applied in various industries and contexts. From innovative tech companies to educational institutions and nonprofits, Pink demonstrates that the principles of Motivation 3.0 can be applied across a wide range of fields to drive performance and satisfaction. One notable example is the success of the open source software movement, where developers contribute to projects like Linux and Wikipedia not for financial gain, but for the satisfaction of creating something meaningful and improving their skills. These projects thrive on autonomy, mastery, and purpose, and they have had a profound impact on the world, showing that when people are intrinsically motivated, they can achieve extraordinary things. The Sawyer effect, turning work into play. One of the intriguing concepts Pink discusses is the Sawyer effect, named after the famous scene in Mark Twain's The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, where Tom cleverly turns the chore of painting a fence into a desirable activity by making it seem like fun. The Sawyer effect refers to the idea that when we are intrinsically motivated, what might seem like work to others can become enjoyable and even play for us. Pink warns that external rewards can sometimes turn play into work, thereby diminishing the intrinsic motivation that makes an activity enjoyable in the first place. This is particularly important in creative and innovative work, where intrinsic motivation is crucial for maintaining engagement and productivity. Organizations should be careful not to undermine intrinsic motivation by over-relying on external incentives. The science behind motivation. Throughout the book, Pink draws on a wealth of scientific research to support his arguments. He references studies in psychology, economics, and neuroscience that demonstrate the limitations of traditional reward-based motivation and the power of intrinsic motivation. One of the key studies Pink discusses is the work of psychologist Edward Desai, who found that when people are rewarded for completing a task they already enjoy, their intrinsic motivation for the task decreases. This phenomenon, known as the overjustification effect, highlights the potential pitfalls of using external rewards to motivate behavior that is already driven by internal satisfaction. Pink also delves into the work of a psychologist who popularized the concept of flow, a state of deep immersion and engagement in an activity. Flow is most likely to occur when people are working on tasks that are challenging but achievable and where they have a high degree of autonomy. This further underscores the importance of autonomy and mastery in fostering motivation and productivity. Applying the principles of motivation 3.0. In the final sections of the book, Pink offers practical advice on how to apply the principles of motivation 3.0 in various aspects of life, from work and education to parenting and personal development. For organizations, Pink suggests implementing policies that promote autonomy, such as flexible work hours and opportunities for employees to choose their own projects. He also recommends creating environments that support mastery, such as offering ongoing training and development programs and providing regular feedback that focuses on effort and improvement rather than just results. For educators, Pink advocates for a shift away from traditional, extrinsically motivated learning methods, such as grades and standardized testing, towards more student-centered approaches that encourage curiosity, exploration, and intrinsic motivation. For parents, Pink advises fostering autonomy and mastery in children by allowing them to make choices, encouraging them to pursue their interests, and praising effort rather than innate ability. Conclusion: the future of motivation. In conclusion, Drive challenges us to rethink our assumptions about what motivates people. As the world of work continues to evolve, the principles of autonomy, mastery, and purpose will become increasingly important for both individuals and organizations. By embracing these intrinsic motivators, we can create environments where people are not only more productive and creative, but also more fulfilled and satisfied in their work and lives.
Feel free to subscribe, share the audio, and hit the like button if you enjoy the content. Thanks for listening.